There's nothing new under the sun that hasn't been done. Yeah, sure, but I'm pretty sure Romeo and Juliet doesn't have a man with a chainsaw for a head.
California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun kissed. Shut the fuck up!
Everyone's heard of Chainsaw Man. It's only been one of the most anticipated animes of this season from one of the most stylized and hyped animation studios. You know, MAPPA, the guys that brought you Jujutsu Kaisen and Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, I forgot about Vinland Saga. Yeah, that's cool. But what's this Chainsaw Man thing about anyway? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. It's about a man who becomes half chainsaw. Oh, and this. But seriously, what's Chainsaw Man about? It's gotta have some deep plot, right? The main character has to have some sort of noble intentions, right? Okay. Well, if it doesn't have any defining features, wouldn't that just make it basic? Some might even say formulaic. I mean, look, you've got the generic loser, the sad backstory, turned superpowered swole lord, you know? We've also got the emo brotagonist with a sad backstory as well that slowly becomes a brotherly figure to the main hero. We've also got the annoying gremlin that has so many issues that not even Dr. Phil could fix her. We also have best girl, best girl, best girl, best girl, and best girl. Plus we have all these cool, quirky side characters. Aren't they fun and quirky? Last of all, we got the main bad guy that did a bad thing. And everybody at Generic Bad Guy Fighting Corp wants to kill him. Hey, bad guy. What? No pissing on the rim. Oh, and also, the bad guy gives its powers to lower level bad guys. A car just drove by my house. Also, this bad guy gives its powers to lower level bad guys by giving its flesh to them. Where have I heard that before? Oh, also zombies. Wait. Zombies? Chainsaw Man follows this quirky crew of Dingy, Power, and Aki as they fight demons, all while we learn about the dark and scary world of devils and fiends. Dingy is grandfathered in on his father's debt and is considered a subclass of humans. He works to pay off the debt with his adorable sidekick, Pochita, by killing devils for the Yakuza. His Yakuza friends betray him, leaving Dingy and Pochita to die by the zombie devil. A very convenient drop of blood brings Pochita back to life. They make a deal, and do you hear doom music? Denji is met by a hot lady, and she threatens to kill him, as most do, if he doesn't agree to be her dog. Then, for the remainder of the season, they fight bad guys, and Denji does horny stuff, and it's fun and quirky. Man, don't you just love action slice of life? Oh. Chainsaw Man is the love child of every battle shonen before, because every little trope that comes about as different battle shonen have developed, but also doesn't seem to follow the rules either. So much so that while I was reading the manga, I had actually stopped after volume 3 because I saw it as basic, formulaic, and I quote, wonderfully underwhelming. However, I have come around to enjoy Chainsaw Man with its highs and its lows. It's indisputable that the animation for this first season was like nothing a TV series anime could ever dream of. The manga alone has turned old Kaiser into a certified full-page spread enjoyer. The amount of effort put into bringing Fujimoto's grotesque and depressing world into the world of animation across the board is more than deserving of its hype. And when I say across the board, I mean it. The sound design, music, backgrounds, CGI, voice acting, and just the fact that they gave so much life to the colorful and expressive cast of characters. Everyone at Studio Mappa brought their A game, and I can't wait for a second season to be announced. But I play by tennis rules. Nothing is ever perfect. Nothing's ever 10 out of 10. I have my nitpicks with the anime, and I'll explain them to you. Okay. All right. Now, some of you guys may get mad at me for even mentioning this, that the perfect specimen of a TV series anime, Chainsaw Man season 1, it couldn't possibly have any problems, right? No, of course not. If you have a problem with it, you must be something terrible. You must be like a CGI phobe. According to Mother's Basement, I am a CGI phobe because I don't particularly like CG character models in anime. However, they are a necessary evil. They save time, they save money. You know, it's a great deal. You get, all this work done. You spend less time. You can focus more of your budget on the more intricate fight scenes and other animation aspects. And when the models are done well, like in a lot of the scenes in Chainsaw Man, they look really good. You hardly notice. But when it's not, it breaks my attention away from the most important part of the entire series: gratuitous violence and scary monsters. Now, I'm not saying Mappa did a bad job, because seriously, we have come such a long way from Toy Story from 1996. It doesn't look terrible. And from a directive standpoint, I'd much rather the series come out in my lifetime rather than not, or worse, not coming out at all due to budget restraints. However, me being the pure perfectionist purist that I am, I can't help but look at how they just massacred my boy in some of these scenes. In the closer scenes, it pays off well and looks good, but the second you take Colorado Genji out of the foreground and place him further from the camera, the worse he looks. Like, I understand not having him so detailed in the background since he's not focused, or if he's doing some dynamic pose or moving really fast, it's easier to have a CGI model. But it's just so goofy sometimes, and my ADHD brain drifts into it and thinks, man, Denji looks kind of goofy. Overall, the first season of Chainsaw Man delivered on almost every box I was looking for, give or take some of the personal issues I had with the CG. The story has its ups, it has its downs, but more importantly, it has more room to grow out of them. In my personal headcanon, some of these less than desirable parts of the series and its character tropes all through part 1 are put intentionally to make the future character growth that much more satisfying. If you haven't given this series a look through, you should. But hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. My overall opinion of Chainsaw Man is that it's a bad influence to the children watching. It raises them to think that the objectification of women is okay, and cigarettes are cool. 0 out of 10.